All right, welcome back to the Knives Fast channel, guys. It is time for another review of a really cool one that I am excited to have. This is the Spyderco Sage5 Lightweight, and this is Ren and Stimpy and Powdered Toast Man and Log and TV. Say hello to them, and let's get started. Now, this is the, as I said, the Sage5 Lightweight, FRN, if you will, made in Taiwan. Very, very cool. This comes by way of my friend Bryan over at Blue Creek Knives. He just asked me if I was looking for something to review, and he literally sent this one for me to check out. And thank you, Bryan, so much. I appreciate it, brother. Really, really cool knife. We'll do some comparisons here. We'll kind of talk through it, and we'll have some fun. Now, this is one I've had interest in for quite some time. Oh, I forgot to mention, guys, I am an affiliate over at Blue Creek Knives. So if you use my link, which is down in the description, which is simply www.bluecreekknives.com/knivesfast, it'll auto-populate with 10% off for you, or you can just use the code KnivesFAST at checkout. But using the link helps the channel out a little bit, so I appreciate it if you can do that. But yeah, very, very cool. And you get 10% off on anything you see over there. Now, he does have this guy in stock, so that is cool. So this is the Sage5 Lightweight. Now, as I said, the Sage5 is one that has interested me for some time. Man, look at that texture of the FRN, guys. It is going basically two different directions. It goes this way, and I think that's cool. You do have the Spyderco Sage series kind of badge in there. You do have a reversible tip-up wire clip. Oh, yeah. It is fairly deep carry. You got about that much sticking out. Love a wire clip. You guys know that. Typical Spyderco hardware. You do have a lanyard post here, and you have two barrel spacers, but it is open other than that. And you do have a compression lock, which is the lock on the back of the knife. And, of course, you have full steel milled weight reduced liners. You have nice chamfering on the edges of this FRN. It's just so well thought out. You do have jimping here for you jimping folks. You have jimping back here, and just a really cool, awesome leaf shaped blade. You have a lot of things that I love about knives, guys. You have a thumb ramp here. You have a 50-50 choil, which is my favorite kind. You have a hole opening knife, and you have this just great drop point or leaf-shaped blade, if you will. You do have the Spyderco logo here, Spyderco CPMS 30V. This is a Taichung, Taiwan made Spyderco, and the compression lock. So action-wise, it's going to be like this. You can middle finger flick it, and it drops. You have the ability to thumb flick it as well. You just literally engage this, and you can get a compression made easy button if you like, if you're a lefty, to make that easier. I just like the compression locks like they are, but I'm a righty, so what do I know? But again, it becomes fairly fidgety. With that compression lock, I really like it. Now, let's talk about my favorite ergos, okay? So it is a four-finger knife. Now, is this a little smaller than I typically carry? Yeah. I mean, would I like to have a Sage5 that's a little bit bigger? Yeah, but I think there's other options for that with Spyderco. Oh, I don't know. It's called the Manix 2. And, of course, they're different because the Manix 2 is a different lock and all that stuff. So it would still be cool if there was a larger one of these. But here's the thing. So you got four fingers back here. When you choke up into that grip, now you got plenty of room left over. You got this great pinch grip that it turns into, because you've got, I mean, you could just use the knife like this if you wanted to, but it's super cool. You can come up here if you want, either like this or like this, and it's really cool. By the way, you got Sal's maker mark there, Sal from Spyderco. Very, very cool. Just a great knife. It's nice and thin in the pocket. It's got a typical Spyderco look to it, as far as sort of the ovalness of it, but it goes into the pocket like so, and, you can get your hand down in there, no problem, nothing going to catch you or any issues like that. By the way, I said that was a lanyard, post. It's not. It's the lanyard tube. I don't know why I said that. I know what it is. It's a lanyard tube. And by the way, you could always put lynch clips on these if you don't like the wire clip, but if you don't like the wire clip, you're just wrong. No, I'm just kidding. The reason I like the wire clips is ergonomically, They feel good in the hand, and they're just a great utilitarian clip, which is what a clip is for, in my opinion. It's just for use. But really, really great. Everything is knocked down and chamfered really well. Feels good. Guys, this is something a lot of you know. I do not have a Para 3, and I could never get the Para 3 lightweight centered. This is centered, and I think it has a lot to do with the construction due to having liners rather than no liners, or very partial liners on the Para 3. This is just a better constructed knife, in my opinion, and I would take this over the Para 3 any day. I don't have a PM2 any longer. I will get one of those back in the collection at some point. I miss it. I just needed to sell some stuff. But, you know, size-wise, this feels great. I mean, it is. It's just a good knife. You got plenty of blade because they don't waste space, and it is just great. It is a cutter, guys. I have used this quite a bit since I've had it, and it is a cutter. They are thin because you got this full flat grind here. So well done, and you just get great control with the knife. I've cut some rope, I've cut some cardboard and paper. I haven't done a lot with it yet, but I guarantee I will be using this. This is great for work for me, because I like to carry small, lightweight stuff. A lot of times if I'm doing the TV work I do, it's just way, oh man, that's twice in a row. What in the world? Okay, and it's just easier to carry and to hide away and not scare anybody if you bring it out, if you know what I mean. And so really cool. Let's talk about lockup. No blade play, no lock rock, solid as a rock, despite the fact that it's so lightweight, which we'll talk about that in a minute. Am I still recording? It like froze for a second, so if you guys wonder what that was about, it was because my phone froze. Lockup is great. You can see, I don't know how to judge it on this, but I'd call it like a 40 there. Really, really nicely done. I really like this knife. Now let's put it here and move the box, and let's do a comparison with the Native 5, which you guys know I dig. It's a little, well, yeah, a little bit bigger in the handle, a little bit bigger than in the blade than a Native 5. Let's do, well, no, I was right the first time. And, you know, Native 5 is a lockback, and then you got the Manix 2, which is your ball bearing lock. Very, very cool, and you see that. And then we'll just stick these in here. Here's your Rat 2. It's roughly the same length as the Rat 2. And then your Rat 1, of course, is going to be a lot bigger than the Sage5, as you can see there. So really cool knife. And again, you can see, guys, the Spydercos that I'm really trending towards. I love Spyderco, and this is what I'm trending towards right here. I want a Native Chief. I do eventually want a Shaman and a Kapara and a Smock, but right now these are the ones that I'm really loving to use and carry. Just phenomenal. And you got 3 different lock types here. How cool is that? So again, there you go. That is, oh wait, I didn't give specs. That's great. Hold on. It would help to actually do the specs, and my computer went to sleep. So that is always great. All right, so these are at Blue Creek Knives as we speak for $141.99. So $142, which is a great price on this, and you can get 10% off using my link down in the description. It is 7.13 inches overall. 3-inch blade, perfect, guys, just great. I mean, again, I like 3.5s as well, but this is fine. CPMS 30V, 4.17 on the handle or close length. The edge length is 2.63. The weight is 2.9 ounces, which again, so now I'm a little bit heavier than like a Bug Out or the Para 3, and yet it's in that 3-ounce range, which is just perfect for me. Blade thickness 0.118 or 3 millimeters, great. Ambi on the clip, and it is a compression lock made in Taiwan, and $142 at Blue Creek Knives and 10% off with KnivesFAST. So there you go, the Spyderco Sage 5 lightweight. Do you guys have one of these? Are you interested in one of these? Let me know down in the comment. Give me a thumbs up. And guys, thank you so much for your support and for all you do for the KnivesFAST channel.